Before the French Revolution, there were three classes: the First Estate, the Second Estate, and the Third Estate. The First Estate was made up of the clergy, which was roughly about 1,300 people. They owned 10% of the land. The Second Estate was made up of the nobility, roughly about 350,000 people, owned 25 to 30% of the land. The Third Estate was made up of the bourgeoisie, merchants, industrialists, bankers, skilled artisans, shopkeepers, and other wage earners. 20 to 25% of the land, and were about 75 to 80% of the population. There were many problems before the French Revolution. For example, France had a bad harvest between 1787 to 1789. There was rising food prices and unemployment, and France had financial troubles.
The root cause of all these hardships was the poor leadership of both King Louis of France as well as his wife Marie Antoinette. Due to their poor leadership skills, Louis was heavily influenced by all of his advisors and required them to rule the kingdom. No matter what he did, he always made the wrong decisions and ended up bringing France more financial troubles and ended up flaunting his money around, along with Marie, making a lot of controversy for the people against the king and the queen, causing many to rise up.
On July 14, 1789, a rumor was spreading around that the king was planning a military coup against the National Assembly, so the people rose up and took over the Bastille.
Eventual takeover of the French government and the execution of King Louis, a new man rose to power by the name of Maximilien Robespierre. Him and the Committee of Public Safety unleashed the Reign of Terror on the French public. According to the records, at least 16,594 people died under this terror at the blade of the guillotine and were rounded up and taken into custody for counter-revolutionary activities or accusers of it. And as many as 40,000 accused prisoners may have been executed or without trial or died waiting for a trial. Because of these monarch-like actions and the fact that he was going slowly insane, Robespierre ended up getting the block. In his place, however, rose a new man by the name of Napoleon Bonaparte.
He established a coup d'etat on November 9, 1789. He proclaimed himself first consul and did away with the elected assembly. In 1802, he became consul for life, and in 1804, he proclaimed himself emperor. Many positive things came out of the French Revolution. For example,
there were many social and economic changes, and due to Napoleon's takeover of most of Europe, the ideas of the French Revolution was spread to many other countries and brought power to the middle class from France all the way to the rest of Europe. By giving everyone rights to property, he also destroyed the aristocratic system that gave bloodlines more power and gave people who were not a part of those bloodlines less and less power and less property. This formed a sort of capitalistic economy which helped people who worked harder get more money instead of having to rely on their heritage to get the wealth that they needed to survive. These social standards persisted throughout Europe for years to come, even until present day, even after the overthrow of Napoleon Bonaparte. The social structure built up by Napoleon and the French Revolution influenced even the USA's own constitution and the rest of the world's revolutions to come. And with all these upsides, there were some downsides to the French Revolution. For example, due to the many wars and even Napoleon's takeover of most of Europe, there were lots of casualties, and many people were killed within prisons during raids and killed without any trial whatsoever. Along with the innocent deaths came financial troubles brought on to the numerous war efforts started by Napoleon. Due to Napoleon conquering Europe, he spread the ideas of the French Revolution, but in doing so and conquering Europe, he ended up spending a lot of money and practically bankrupted all of France's economy.
Overall, the French Revolution helped many nations get started. It implemented various ideas and ideologies that many other countries adapted, even to this day. We follow these. This has been Lemon Trousers Films, signing off.